Hello, basketball fans. I'm Tommy Beer. I'm joined by the legend, Dr. A, Steve Alexander, and Ryan Knaus. Guys, we're going to talk a little bit about teams we're most excited to watch this season. Obviously, every year presents a little hashtag League Pass favorite squad. Steve, what team are you most excited to catch on the tube this year?
Going to be a bit of a homer right here since I live in Georgia, but the Atlanta Hawks. We got Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, who they traded up to get at number 4. I'm kind of excited about him. I just drafted him in the league that we did for Rotoworld.com. John Collins is there. Alex Len. You got Jabari Parker. You got Cam Reddish. Like lots of youth, lots of new and exciting talent there. I think the Hawks are going to be a fun team to watch, even if you don't like the Hawks. And Lloyd Pierce is so excited about DeAndre Hunter. He got me all fired up about him, and now I'm drafting him everywhere. I can't wait to watch him play.
Yeah, you mentioned Jabari Parker and exciting to watch in the same sentence, so we'll let that slide. Right.
It's at least good. You want the coach to be excited, so, we'll take that for what it's worth. I'm going to go with the Mavericks. I mean, the pairing of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis is about as fun as it gets in the NBA to me. I think it's going to be fantastic to watch how they mesh, how Doncic develops as a playmaker. And then you've got a guy like Delon Wright, who I'm excited to watch, mostly because I'm going to have him on a lot of my teams, hopefully. I think he's a potential sleeper kind of breakout guy. Could be in the most improved conversation. So I like that. Dwight Powell, another guy. He's not the most fun player to watch, but he's underrated for fantasy. So for all those reasons.
I thought Seth Curry was an underrated addition in Dallas this year. Helped stretch the floor a little bit.
Good shooter.
Team I went with is Pelicans. Obviously, the marquee attraction, Zion Williamson. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit in picking the Pelicans. I think they'll be most, Twitter will be almost broadcasting their games on a nightly basis. We can expect plenty of highlights. But it's not just the Zion show. I really like the 2 of the first-round picks, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jackson Hayes, 2 young guys with a lot of potential. They added Lonzo Ball. Remember the haul they got from the Lakers. Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, which, where does he bounce back? He's coming off that shoulder issue, the blood clot, but when his last 15 games or so with the Lakers was really put up some solid numbers. J.J. Redick, don't forget they also brought J.J. Redick to help space the floor. Derek Favors. Really a lot of credit goes to David Griffin. He rebuilt this team on the fly. You think they lose Anthony Davis, death knell for the franchise. They're going to be dead in the water for the next 5 years. On the contrary, I think they have a chance to compete for that 8th seed out east. I think all of us are going to have some Pelicans on a roster. I didn't even mention Drew Holiday yet, their best player, who, in my opinion, will be in the MVP conversation. If they can exceed some expectations and maybe flirt with that 50-win mark, it's quite possible. So, yes, the Pelicans are, according to me, the definition of a League Pass team.
I'm with you there, and especially because, as you said, they're going to be competitive. It's not just a fun team that's going to get blown out, but it's fun to watch the young guys run loose. They actually built a team that can compete in Zion's first year, and that's impressive.
Yeah, it's rare that you can get the number 1 overall pick and still have a team. But the way the roster is constructed, I like the pieces are put together. And from a fantasy perspective, lots of guys that have some upside. In particular, Lonzo Ball, we've seen some footage of him. Obviously, we don't put a lot of weight in off-season workout videos. Otherwise, Ben Simmons will lead the league in three-pointers this year. But I really like what I've seen from Lonzo in terms of his form. It looks like it's a little bit adjusted, far less quirky than it's been in years past. So for all those reasons and more, Pelicans will be a team that I will definitely keep an eye on all year long.